Hello, SpongeGex here, and the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster DLC just came out, so I'm gonna try it out. I tried it out yesterday because it let you download it yesterday, but for some reason it wouldn't let you play it, so I don't know what to say about that, but either way, it's working now, luckily, so let's try it out. This is so annoying. There's something wrong with my headset. It keeps making a beeping noise like it's got a low signal. And so, as far as I know, the microphone still works, but sometimes the speakers just shut off. I don't know what to do about that. I got a Razer Nari is what it's called, so if anyone in the comments knows, please let me know, because I need to get that fixed. God, it's like the second time I've had to buy one of those things, and they're so expensive. Let's see, I'll just play as Red Yoshi. So we got two new cups. Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about it. I mean, remember when Mario Kart only had 16 racetracks? So you only had like 4 cups originally, and then you can kind of thank like the Game Boy Advance and DS one for adding the retro cups, which added an extra 4 cups to the game, making it go from a 16 racetrack game up to a 32 racetrack, and so, to think there's already 64 racetracks in this game. Now we got all these new racetracks coming, and to be fair, most of them are original returning courses, but there is one brand new one, it looks like, Ninja Hideaway. That doesn't even have a listing for being in a previous game, so I guess that means it's an entirely original stage. And yeah, I could have sworn they only said they were remaking levels, so that's kind of cool. So I do look forward to trying this, however I am aware that there is a bit of backlash. A lot of people hate the visuals for this, not only for the level design, but even the shading. And you can tell, if you look at split screen comparisons, you can see how the graphics on this look a lot brighter, so it's sad how levels from like, about like 7 years ago look better than the ones from today. A lot of people are saying it looks too much like Mario Kart Tour's art style, and yeah, I wasn't really a fan of that, or the game in general, but... Okay. So first, Paris Promenade from Mario Kart Tour. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of these levels. It's cool that they tried making real-life locations into levels, but because it's a mobile game, it felt too limited. The levels felt too flat, and very short. As far as I know, I think they just reused the same music. It's been a while since I played this game. So I have to wonder though, is this what Nintendo's doing in the meantime while they have another team working on a brand new Mario Kart, or what? Because if so, that would be a really great idea. Just rely on boarding past stages while another team is working on the brand new entry. Because I remember there were rumors of a new Mario Kart game, and Nintendo said something about like how they were working on the new gimmick for it. And so I doubt they were talking about this because there really is no gimmick to it. Unless you could count retro nostalgia as a gimmick, but otherwise, people somewhat got what they wanted. People were begging Nintendo to make a Mario Kart Ultimate, and that's technically what we're getting. And to think, it's only $30. That's like half the price of what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe costs, and we're getting the same amount of stages. Sure, it would have been nice if we got more characters and even some new features, but still. Pretty impressive, but so far I agree, the visuals are very bland. It's like the roads look nice, but then you look at the grass and you see how it looks so untextured. Kind of a bummer. So yeah, I'm starting off on 50 GP because I like working my way through the ranks, starting off easy and then getting through the harder difficulties. It's a good way of training too. Is it just me, or does this level feel longer than it did on Mario Kart Tour? But then again, didn't that game only have like 1 or 2 laps per racetrack, depending on how long they were? So it might just be that they shortened it on the... I don't know. one of the racers driving backwards, or what was that? I hope out of levels they bring back, I hope they bring back Maple Tree Way and Luigi's Mansion. I really like those levels. It'd also be nice to see them finally bring back levels that never even got the remake treatment. Like, I remember Mario Kart DS had some really good ones. I like the airship level. Heck, they should just make a Rainbow Road pack or a Bowser's Castle pack. Nothing but previous incarnations of Rainbow Road and Bowser's Castle. I have a feeling, though, if they did bring any of them back, though, not only will they not bring all of them back, but they'd probably mix them in with other levels, which I think would really suck. I'd like to see them make an entire cup dedicated to those. That would be awesome. I'd only want them to bring over the 3D ones, though, because I wasn't really a fan of, like, the more retro Mario Karts, like Super Mario Kart or Mario Kart Super Circuit. I just thought, like, it was a cool novelty for its time, but yeah, when you play the others, it just feels bad in comparison. So they really have to bring this one back. I mean, there's nothing special about it. It's just, it's one of those generic raceways, like, you know, like Mario Kart 64, you have Luigi's Raceway, Mario's Raceway. The only difference here is, oh, you got hot air balloons of Toad. So what were my thoughts on that Paris level? It wasn't that great, honestly. Pretty bland. I mean, yeah, it was cool that you were racing around the Eiffel Tower and all that. Otherwise, the visuals were just kind of bland. It's like, nothing stood out about it. You've already seen levels where you race through a city. So, it was just another one of those. And so far, I'm not a fan of this level. And my god, this is a short racetrack. This one's gonna get over with way too quickly. I'm all for bringing back previous racetracks, but what's the point in bringing back ones that feel just way too similar to ones you already have in the game? I just don't see the point. I felt like that's one of the biggest problems I had with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it came to new stages. I felt like a lot of them felt way too similar to ones that we've already gotten. Whether it was the new stages introduced or even some of the stages they brought back felt way too similar to each other, or even the DLC stages. It's like almost all of them feel like these small floating arenas where it's like, can't they have chosen better scenery to interact with? Or, I mean, we don't have like a proper snow level, we don't have a proper Bowser level, so what the heck? Well, at least we got Coconut Mall back. And I really don't care about what the haters have to say. So far today, I've been seeing a bunch of people whining that they got rid of the Miis in the parking lot and replaced them with Shy Guys that don't even move. And honestly, I don't care. I just never really cared for Miis that much. To me, they just look like creepy bobbleheads, and, you know, it always felt like instead of getting a full roster of characters in a game, they've limited it to just, oh, make your own characters with the limited resources in Mii Maker. Now, maybe if the Mii Maker is more like the one in, what's it called, Miitopia, maybe it would have been more forgiving, but as it is, I just feel like Mii's are really bland. You know, I have haunting flashbacks of games like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, or Smash Brothers, where there's so many other characters I would have rather had, and instead, you get to pretend to be them with, like, Mii's wearing these dorky costumes, and yeah, that pissed me off. I hated that. So I don't care if they got rid of the Mii's and replaced them with Shy Guys. Feels more fitting for a Mario game, to be honest. So, Choco Mountain, I think is what this is called. It looks less chocolatey. I like all the added paratroopa stuff. They didn't bother remaking the music. I mean, wasn't that kind of the appeal of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or Mario Kart 8 in general, how they remade all the music? So, this definitely looks less dirtier. Like, the original had, like, very dirty, muddy textures. It looked a lot darker, though. Here, it looks a little too bright, and I like the addition of fog, though. I mean, they did use a lot of the fog effect in the original level, so it kind of makes sense that they had substituted it with actual fog. And oh, I like how you hear the sound effects for the boulders. You even see where they're going to land this time, judging by the crash. So far, I'm liking this stage the most. It's nothing amazing, but compared to the first two stages, you know, this is a stage I did like from Mario Kart 64, and I like how it feels wider too. I remember on the N64 it felt a little too narrow. It was easy to bump into the walls, especially when you were surrounded by other opponents. So here, I feel like it gives you enough room to squeeze through. Yeah, welcome edition. I'm glad they brought this back. And if I'm not mistaken, this one was remade for the DS one. But then again, that was the DS one, and the DS, out of all the 3D entries, you could argue the DS one had the ugliest graphics. You could even say that the racetracks looked better on the N64 version. I mean, the big difference with the N64 version was it had better resolution than the DS, but they weren't able to render the characters in 3D. Instead, they pre-rendered them with 3D sprites. So technically, they were 3D, but they were downgraded, similar to like what they did in Donkey Kong Country. They had to render all the 3D models into animate frames. To think all the hurdles that game companies used to have to go through just to make one game work. So I feel, if I remember, after this cup, I'll make sure to rank like each level. But so far, this is number 1. I like how you can actually see the water in this game. If there was supposed to be water in the original, either I don't remember or they didn't do a good job at showing it. So I recall the boulder just rolled into a foggy abyss. So I kind of like how they just added water. Okay. Like I said, yeah, I did like that stage. That one wasn't too bad of a conversion. I do question why they made it look so bright, though. Otherwise, it's the same level I remember, and I appreciate that. Okay, Coconut Mall. So, another thing I've been seeing people complain about was, they said they hated how they got rid of the escalators and replaced them with, just those treadmill ramps. And honestly, it doesn't bug me that much. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't make much sense for how a vehicle could drive up an escalator anyway, so I'm not too bugged by it. You know, I love this level, but one thing that always bugged me about was how, like, whenever you tried voting online on Mario Kart Wii or 3DS, everyone would always pick this level to the point where you play it, like, 3 times in a row. It's like, okay, play another stage. I get it. It's a lovely stage, but come on. They still have the glider section that was added in the 3DS version. I'm not sure if I should be annoyed or relieved that the Shy Guys no longer move. I mean, it was kind of funny, like when in multiplayer mode, seeing like players accidentally bump into them, but then when it comes to single player, like trying to beat it like on the hardest difficulty, that's where that got annoying, because sometimes it was just way too unpredictable. Otherwise, I don't care if they're replaced with Shy Guys. That doesn't bug me. But yeah, I do feel a little uncertain about, like, why didn't they have to move at least a little bit? Uh-oh. I heard a blue shell. Oh, yeah. That's like a real kick in the groin. Right after you get hit by a blue shell. Then it gives you the horn. If only the horn was immune to lightning as well. Okay, that was the first cup, and overall it was mixed. Not terrible, but half of the stages were bland and the other half were okay. I don't know, I think I kind of enjoyed Choco Mountain a little better. Like, I remember Coconut Mall being fun at first, but nowadays I kind of see it as kind of a bland level. I mean, aside from the fact that you're racing in a mall, I feel like there's much more they could have done to spice it up. Like, it would have been cool if you were actually driving through stores instead. Feels like you're just driving through a bunch of hallways. It's like the only part that kind of visually stood out, aside from the parking lot, was the food court. Other than that, it's like, I've seen much more creative levels that had a similar premise. Like Daisy Cruiser, that was an amazing level, and I can't, like, did they ever remake that stage? I don't think that's in this. They need to remake that. But, anyways, let's go on to another stage. First, let's pick a character. Man, the roster could have been so much better. I mean, big selection, but too many characters are either bland or too similar, so. But yeah, overall, yeah, half good stages, half, really bland stages. So this is like one where it gets better the further you go. So I'd say the worst stage was Toad Circuit. It was way too short, way too bland. The Paris one, the only thing that has standing out about it is that you're racing through Paris, that's it. Coconut Mall, it was an interesting level back then, but I do feel like it's a little bland nowadays. Kind of wish they could have just made it feel more like you actually were racing through a mall. But Choco Mountain, that one surprisingly is the one that I liked better. I like, you know, like the pyramid-looking mountain with the face, the rolling boulders, the music. It's just quite a classic stage. I like it. Okay, so onto this. The only thing I hate about, like, DLC packs is how they always release them bit by bit. Part of me would rather wait long enough to where it's all completed, so that way you can play it all in one go. Because it feels so sad how, like, you're enjoying it for a little bit, and then it's like, oh, it's over. And I might as well point out that, I didn't buy this. I got it for free because, I have the Nintendo Online Pass, so that means as long as I have the Nintendo expansion, Nintendo Online expansion, that means I can play this game whenever I want. Otherwise, yeah, I hope that if there ever comes a day where they shut down Nintendo Switch Online, they give people enough notice so if they still want to play this DLC, they'll have a chance to buy it. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Otherwise, yeah, it's cool that, considering how you're spending $50 a year for this crappy online service, it's nice that they offer this to players for free. Otherwise, $30 is not that bad for what's just DLC. The problem is that it's not coming out all at once, so it's like right now you're paying $30 for just, you know, 8 racetracks and then more to come, but still. But yeah, to think this game will have 128 racetracks in the end, that is quite bizarre. Just when we thought having 32 or 64 stages were enough, double that seems crazy. Oh shit. Ah, that sucked. So far, this feels like another bland stage. Just another city with a bridge. I mean, yeah, don't we have enough levels like this already? Not even any traffic to mix it up a bit. We got swamps though, but Well, at least this game controls better than Mario Kart Tour. You don't have to worry about unlocking things through microtransactions. I hated Mario Kart Tour. That game was a rip-off. I didn't even put any money into it, and I can already say that was a rip-off. Prices for some of the things they're asking for is ridiculous. $90 just to get like one character. Screw that. So yeah, bland level. I mean, come on, you're racing through Tokyo. They couldn't have had it be like the nighttime version of Tokyo. And then in the end, I feel like we kind of already have that with Neo Bowser City. So Shroom Ridge from the DS. So once again, another highway level. At least this one has traffic. But once again, we already have plenty of levels like this in the game already, so this one's probably not going to stand out. Not to mention how it has blander graphics, no textures or anything, so yeah, this is probably going to be weaker than the other versions of this level we already have. How did no one get... Okay, apparently someone did get hit by Mount Bananas. Otherwise, Bowser wouldn't have given that, like, a fist pump thing. I find it funny how the characters are able to sense when, like, a character gets hit, like, miles away from it. Yeah, one thing I definitely noticed is, a lot of these levels, they didn't bother reinventing them to work with the zero gravity gimmick. So I guess that's kind of cool for those who just want a more traditional Mario Kart experience. And then they only seem to bring in glider sections for the levels that introduced them in a remake form previously. Like, if the level was brought over into the 3DS version, like they did with Coconut Mall, then yeah, the glider sections will still be intact. Otherwise, doesn't look like they added any additional things. Otherwise, this level, it does look like they added the surfboard cards, which allow you to ramp off of them. Like, I remember there were some of them in the remake version of Toad's Turnpike. So, got that at least. Ah, those things suck. Okay, so that level was slightly better than the last one. Not impressive, though. Like I said, I feel like there's just too many levels like this already. The only big difference I can say here is it's highway on cliffs and stuff like that, so easier to fall off for those who aren't very good at this. Ooh, Sky Garden. Oh, it looks like this one okay, at least this one they spruced up a bit. They gave it more curves, and you gotta remember this was on the Game Boy Advance where everything was flat, so once again, we already got levels like this where it's like racing across like a cloudy beanstalk, but I still like this level though. Remember, even on the Game Boy Advance, this is one of the levels that actually did stand out. Okay, it looks like they added some plant leaves for those who want to be a little more risky. Like, I'd probably recommend using that if you had a Super Shroom. They added the bouncy mushrooms as well. So this will be like that one Cloud Cruise level, I guess, except without the airship sequence. So, like, for those who just want to purely race on the clouds and beanstalk and all that, and then I guess this is your level. But so yeah, so far, wow, really short though. I was about to say I think this is my favorite racetrack of this cup, but I think the shortness kind of wears it out. I mean, it is based on a Game Boy Advance level, I suppose, but, otherwise, I definitely like this better than the Tokyo racetrack. So far that, I can't remember the name of that one, the traffic level I was in, but so far that one was probably my favorite of this cup. Okay, so, yeah, I forgot to mention, yes, well, I kind of did, but, more like in the track layout. So, while this level doesn't have the zero gravity gimmick, it is nice how they added more curves to the level, sharper turns, make it feel more 3D and less flat like in the original. But they also added a glider section at the end, that was kind of cool. So, yeah, I like how they actually put effort into this one. It's just a shame that it's such a short level, but, like, so far out of all the levels, that's the one they put the most effort into, trying to make it fit in with the Mario Kart 8, feel. Okay, so here we have a brand new level entirely, Ninja Hideaway. So I'm wondering if this is supposed to be inspired by Super Mario 3D World, because it had some of those ninja temple levels. And the graphics still look too simple, though. Whoa! Yeah, really, for a ninja hideout, why are they using Shy Guys? Shouldn't they be using, the Shinji characters? Wasn't that their name? Shinji, like the little star-shaped ninja guys, that were introduced in Mario Bros. 2. Like, they just added one of them as a playable character in Mario Golf for the last big update. I'm surprised they're still updating Mario Golf with, like, nothing special, though, but they're at least letting you unlock, costumes, with their monthly online tournaments, so that's kind of cool that they're still doing that. So far, they've mostly just been updating Mario's outfits, though. Like, there was a time where, like, 2 months in a row, we just got cosmetics for Mario, and we got like his original outfit and then his NES Open outfit. But it's like Luigi got an NES Open outfit, but where's his original outfit? This month they had Shy Guy alternate colors, so you got 3 unlockables this month. Oh shit. Oh! So far, this is the most challenging racetrack they added. I gotta admit though, I like this. You know, it's always hard to go into a new stage because you're not gonna be familiar with the layout. Yeah. So this racetrack has like 2 Asian-inspired ones, like 2 Japanese-inspired ones, and so far this is the better one. Yeah, hard to believe we never had a racetrack like this before. How come we never had a racetrack that took place inside like a dojo? Kind of cool how you're racing through all the different rooms, and usually in video games you're used to fighting through all the rooms, and here we're racing through them. I do like the Shy Guys that appear and then vanish into bananas. That's kind of cool. Reminds me of like when ninjas vanish and a log is left behind or something. For here they just use the bananas. I hope we get more new racetracks. I'm guessing, if this is anything to go by, I'm guessing each new wave will have at least one new racetrack, while the others are just remakes. But yeah, that was a complete surprise. They mentioned nothing about any new racetracks. They just said returning racetracks would be added to Mario Kart, and so I can't complain though. That was fun. I like that new level. Okay, and I guess that was the first wave of DLC, and so it probably took me about 30 minutes to complete all that. So if I were to rank these levels, let's see, I already ranked Cup 1. So out of this one, I'd say Ninja Hideaway was the best level. Shroom Ridge was a good second. Sky Garden, that was almost a really good one, but I felt like it was a little too short, but I do love the improvements they added to it. And then Tokyo Blur, it really was a blur, because that was a very forgettable level. Forget about that Tokyo level, go to the other Japan, oh god, that's embarrassing. Go to the other Japanese level, sorry. Felt like Porky Pig right there. Otherwise, which of these cups were the best? Honestly, I'd have to say this one, because in this one, half of them were good in my opinion, and then the other half were pretty forgettable. This one, only one of them was forgettable, where the other ranged from okay to great, you know. So yeah, Lucky Cat Cup was definitely the best of the wave in my opinion. Otherwise, this one was a mixed bag, but worth playing for the last two stages at least. Yeah, I do look forward to more. So hard to say what will be expected. I know there's like people claim they data mined the game already, and there are listings for some levels, but you never know. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to show for now. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and have a great day.